So here it is. This is the Jabulani from Adidas or Adidas, I don't know how they pronounce it. 80 quid if you're thinking of buying it for your kids. 80 quid. And it says, with that fabulous fatuity of corporate toss, impossible is nothing. And anyway, here it is in its box. It's so expensive, it's even got an adapter with it, and you don't see those with footballs very often these days. I'm going to show this to the greatest writer football has ever seen. This is this ball that they've all been talking about, Brian. Yes. The Jabulani. Would you like to have a look?
I'm glad my Sunday playing days are over.
You feel it's rather like the sort of ball you would play with when you were 5 years old.
Absolutely so. No, I mean, what amazes me is the late protests about it. I mean, the Germans knew all about it and used it right through the Bundesliga. I think there were probably contractual reasons. Was the Premiership committed to the Nike ball?
It was committed to the Premiership was committed to the Nike ball, and I believe England was committed to Umbro.
Oh boy! Well, I mean, you would have thought that there could have been a sort of concerted action by all the associations and federations of any real consequence, and they could have got together and protested about the ball, and then they would have got their own way. And you know, it really shouldn't be now that they're finding out about it and all its appalling deficiencies. It's outrageous.
They are appalling deficiencies, aren't they? I mean, when you watch the games, it's less what happens to the goalkeepers, it's what happens with the outfield players sometimes. Well,
you wonder whether that Brazilian goal the other night could ever have been scored between the keeper and the post with a different ball.
It bent, didn't it?
Yes, I thought it was a freak goal, and I didn't think, Brazil didn't impress me very much at all, but I didn't think they would.
So we're trying it out on some ordinary human beings now. These are just some lads having a kick around in Hyde Park.
Oh man! Sorry.
Is it the most irritating thing about the World Cup so far, or would you say that that's those horns?
No, I'd say
I think it's the quality of
the football. Yeah.
So you think even if you leave this aside?
It comes down to...
I don't know, you see Ronaldo had a great strike with that, and he went straight.
Xabi Alonso that day as well.
Comes down to more technique, I think.
Shabalala.
Yeah,
great strike.
Top corner. But I see more, and it feels like it's more hit and hope now, every time now. I watched Argentina this morning, so like...
They're taking shots from 35, 40 yards.
But they're not aiming anymore, they're just trying to hit the target, you know what I mean?
And that makes it boring a bit.
It does, because it doesn't mean they're not skillful anymore.
Yeah, that's right. Why do we need a ball which goes faster?
You don't at all, it's just this old story of let's improve it by, pissing in it. They just want to make more money, don't they, Adidas? And bigger and better, or bigger and or faster footballs. And they think there's this sort of eternal need to prove themselves and to improve when they're not improving. No, of course we don't need that sort of ball. But as I say, I mean, there should have been a year or more which all the federations, not just German one, had a look at it and either arranged for their international teams to play with it, or at best got together and outlawed it.
Of course, this new football, the Jabulani or whatever it's called, it's just one of the things which is thoroughly annoying about this current World Cup. A World Cup which I look forward to for ages because I like the World Cup. There's also the horns, there's also the low standard of play, the cautiousness, there's some of the refereeing, etc, etc. We can whine on all day, but the ball is the important thing because they didn't need a new ball and they did it solely to make money. And the scientist who helped design this ball has said it makes the ball move 5% faster than any ball before. Why? Why should we have a ball that goes 5% faster? Why? What's wrong with a normal ball so that the players are used to it, know how far to kick it, how hard to kick it, and control it, and it makes for a more exciting game. The games we've seen at the moment, people have been shooting from 60 yards out and just swiping at it because they can't tell what direction the ball is going to go in. Well, I've had enough. I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm going to ring Adidas. Hello, mate. It's Rob Liddle here from the Sunday Times. Has there been a single team in the World Cup which hasn't complained about it yet? So it does fly through the air quicker, so it is faster as a ball. Why did we need a faster ball? Have you sold many of them so far? Brilliant, thanks a lot, mate. Nice to talk to you. He said, at first he said the ball didn't go any faster, then he admitted that because it has fewer panels it does go faster. His only answer to the question as to whether we need a ball that goes faster is, well, it's technology. It's technology, isn't it? As if we were sort of powerless in the pathway of technology. Doesn't do it for me.